Welcome back to Cleaning Industry 101. I'm Michelle from Made by Nature, and we have been discussing how to get started in the cleaning industry. So if you didn't see my last two videos, we were talking about where to get started, how to identify your niche, different services that cleaners offer, Airbnb, commercial, residential. We also talked about the difference between LLC or incorporated versus sole proprietorship. So those videos were really focused on beginning and starting. But if you've been in the cleaning industry for a little while, as have I, and you're looking to expand, then I think this video is for you. The cleaning industry is a fast growing industry, as I'm sure you already know. So you're going to very quickly get to a point, a crossroads within your business where you have to decide, am I going to stay stagnant with what I'm doing, which if that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that, or are you going to expand? And how are you going to expand? Are you going to go from residential to commercial? Are you going to venture out into Airbnbs? How are you going to expand? And how are you going to do it? Now, of course, there's two different ways that you can do this. You can either hire an employee or employees, or you can hire a subcontractor. So let's touch base on subcontractor first. You can't just hire anybody and call them a subcontractor just to avoid certain taxes and payroll deductions and all that kind of stuff. That's not the way it works. If someone is working with you or you send them out on a job to clean a house for you because your slate is too full, but they're using your cleaners, your material, your method, you've taught them, and they're going out and they're doing the job, they are an employee, not a subcontractor. A subcontractor is another business that you hire that uses all of their own cleaners, all of their own materials, their own vehicle, and they basically tell you what they work for, and you come together on a price. You agree on a price. Whereas obviously an employee, you can pay by the hour or by the job, or you can salary them. I personally went the employee route, hiring employees. And the reason, not that I have anything against subcontracting, because I have done both, but the reason why I chose the employee route is because I have more control over my business that way. My clients expect consistency, and I think that's very important in the business. So when I hire an employee, I can train them to do things the way we do them. I can train them to clean the way I like things to be done in order to get it done efficiently, as well as do a really good job. Now, when you hire a subcontractor, they have their own way of doing things, and their values might not line up with yours. So I'm not saying I have anything against the subcontracting idea, but to me, that's one of the reasons why I go with employees. When do you actually get to the point or decide that it's time to expand? Maybe you're just in residential and you just want to expand on your residential business. You're not even talking about moving into commercial or Airbnbs. So when should you expand? I always say don't wait until things get too overwhelming for you to handle. If your goal within the cleaning business is to eventually expand, then do it sooner than later. And let's talk about how to do that with employees. When I was a solo cleaner, I was a one house a day kind of girl because I was very thorough. So I'm going to use that as a solo cleaner example. Let's say you have one house a day, Monday through Friday. The first step would be to put a job ad out there and start collecting some resumes. Start doing some interviews. Let them know that you're not looking to hire for maybe 2 to 4 weeks, give or take. Of course, you would also be letting them know that it's starting out as very part-time, but could quickly build to full-time. Just be honest and transparent. Now, once you think that you have a potential really good employee, somebody that you might be able to work with, somebody that you think is going to be good on the job, then you start advertising for more clientele, because we know that it comes quickly. That's not going to be the problem. Finding the quality employee and finding a quality teammate, somebody to work with you, that could be a little tougher. So now you have a great potential employee and you've put an ad out to get more clientele. So where do you go from there? Well, you're going to have to offer your new employees some hours. So, how I did that was I congested some of my clients into a couple of days. Like usually I did it the Thursday and the Friday. So if I have one house Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then I might take one from my Monday and my Tuesday and push them over into the Thursday and the Friday, making it two houses. So, hiring an employee, if you've got the right person, they should divide your time in half. So, let's say a house takes you as a solo cleaner 4 hours to clean. I'm just going to throw some numbers out there. 4 hours to clean. With an extra person, that house should now be taking 2 hours. So now within that 4 hours, you can get two houses done. And then from there, things just kind of tend to domino effect. Now, hopefully over time, you have built a good relationship with your employee, your teammate, and you have developed some sort of trust now. This would be where you would send them out on their own, maybe in a different area, and they start working independently cleaning houses. And then once that area gets really busy, then you promote them to a team leader. You hire somebody else to come in that works with them. You hire somebody else that comes in and works with you that manages the slate that you and that employee built up. Does that make any sense? If you choose the subcontractor route, that's obviously much, much easier. You are just subcontracting work out that you can't fit into your own schedule. The only thing with that for me is what I think is that you don't make as much money when you're subcontracting. There is a lot less hassle though. So it's whatever looks appealing to you. It's only really less hassle though if you have found a subcontractor or another business that has the same values in cleaning as you do. They're going to offer your clients the same service that you offer them. Not to say that having employees doesn't have its downsides too, but that's just the way I decided to operate. If you have any questions, be sure you drop them in the comments. And of course, if there's anything that we talked about today that you want me to expand a little more on, then definitely let me know. I'd be happy to help out. Happy cleaning, you guys. Made by Nature out.